Welcome back, Space Marines, to Chaos Gate Daemonhunters. I was just progressing, doing a little bit of unit testing, when out of nowhere, I got hit with a major cutscene, thrown into a set-piece story battle, so we've jumped back to the previous autosave and are going to dive into it together.
Emergent nexus forming off the starboard bow.
Battle stations.
Get on the void shields. Run out the guns.
What's happening?
The edict is breached. Incoming teleportation. Signifiers.
Titan's wrath. Stand by to repel borders.
So this is what you've been up to, eh, Carter? Oh, you should know better than to trifle with such vile sorcery.
No! Ektar, the Libris has been breached. I require immediate support.
Ah, yes. Call your silver slaves. I'll use them to fertilize your corpse.
Commander, where are my reinforcements?
Internal teleportation is disrupted. You will need to hold off the intruders while support arrives on foot.
Yes, Carter. Let us dance.
Okay, we are in the Libris. This map is incredible. This is Kadex. We first met him on the Eldari Hive world, or their craft world, where he was the guardian of all of the blooms collectively. He has breached the Libris. He's got reinforcements, Death Guard, champions, more reinforcements up high, and we only have the Inquisitor. No special abilities, no nothing, but reinforcements will arrive next turn. We must subdue Kadex, and Inquisitor Vakir must survive. If I run up to here, this gives us some nice cover. I feel like taking elevation is significantly to our advantage here. Perhaps we go all the way up to this position. We must hold out for the rest of our knights to come to our aid. Defending, they advance. Setting up the overwatch. You can't be too cautious around an Inquisitor.
This place seethes with rot. They won't.
There's his leap. He can get to wherever he wants to be.
Run wild for too long.
That is so much damage.
The weed choking the growth of our
Ah, here's our first assistance.
Ektar, I contend with a demon prince.
Who did we get?
Oh, come now, Carter. It is beneath you to go groveling for aid.
We got the Apothecary Boars. Okay. That is actually very good to be able to have healing generation out on the map. Do we want to begin running them across to get in range of the Inquisitor? I think that we do. We can, if we skirt around this way, we can potentially meet in the middle and still have favorable positioning to be above our foes. If I run all the way over here, I will still be able to get a shot off. We just want to hold out for now. Take this shot, chip into their stun counters. They've already breached the ship. I cannot for internal damages. We must repair all at a later time. Can I get... Ah, this is where we will begin to try and turn the boarding party against themselves. If we cast Frenzy... Right, is there a way to catch 4 of them? I don't think so. But here we're able to catch 3. We'll cast.
I bewitch you, demon.
It hit all of
Rise
them.
in frenzy.
It hits Kadex. You can so now Kadex is going to potentially attack his friends. That is so good. After that, enormous success. We just run back toward the apothecary.
Instructed.
That's the play. No, attack each other. The whole point was that you were praised to attack each other. We only got 1 attack off. I guess Kadex hasn't gone yet. I'm still disappointed. Our armor holds. We got some big boys on the assault here. Come on, make an attack, Kadex. He's gonna teleport him because normally he throws you around. He's gonna throw one of his own guys out to the middle of nowhere.
When we celebrate the Bloom's inevitable Morbus.
Okay, we have our Justicar who has just arrived. He has Honor of the Chapter. So it looks like we get to turn out our entire armory. We're still getting more reinforcements every single turn. If we advance to here, I think that we pull the Justicar up to be able to present a target to our opponents, draw their attention while the Inquisitor crosses to meet with the Apothecary. That seems like it makes sense to me. Put some shots on. Now he's got 10 hits before he is actually stunned. Is the Inquisitor able to assist at all? Not very well. She could come down to the ground floor. Yeah, none of these positions provide shots. The Apothecary, if he wants to come down, that costs 2 movement points. I just need to be in range of the servo skull. Is that too much to ask? Make the attack. And then we need to check the range on our servo. Oh, but that spent all his actions. Okay, never mind. I can just run all the way across and spend her entire turn to meet up. Okay, I sold myself. We'll do it. We're also looking for another bunch of enemies to be able to cast Frenzy and get crazed on multiple targets like we did. We didn't get that much damage out of it, but it still delays their entire turn. Their own attacks do trigger their stun counters. So it does significant work for us, even if it feels like a little bit of a dud. They don't bring out their heavy hits against each other. Yeah, I'm gonna hold strong. This is the guy who got teleported. Maybe it's advantageous he got thrown all the way out of the way until one of my knights comes to reinforce from right behind him and is trapped in combat. No, not the Inquisitor. That's okay. She has a teleport to be able to get herself out of that situation.
97.3% of the Edict's core systems. My servitors are fully mind-locked.
With your leave, Commander, I will repel these borders.
Yes, Ekta. Join the battle. Your penance in my eyes is served. We get to see Ektar in combat. We just got Voldred's Storm, our level 9 interceptor, joining the battle. Now, are you the one who got no equipment? Because my habit is to always swap out my best equipment on the current force and only do so at their loadout time, it means that all the reserves basically have generic equipment on them. We'll see how much we are punished for that habit and how much we are able to still work to our advantage. Let's move on up with the interceptor so that we can at least provide a little bit of supporting fire. That's going to be his best source of damage without any of his legendary equipment. We do have the stun grenade. Okay, handy. And a healing spell. Why can't he heal her? It looks like she's in range. It must be some trick of the sight lines. So we will put the shot right here because this enemy was open to the supporting fire out of the interceptor.
Got one.
I get all tongue-tied because I'm used to Blood Angel unit names. I'm sorry, guys. Teleport now to be able to get at least a little cover. Going up here feels pretty good. Now that she is up high, she should certainly be within range of the servo skull. That gets our health back onto her. Feeling much more confident now. We're starting to get a team together. Are we going to get more, like, are we going to get the entire barracks emptied to be able to assist us? The apothecary here has a beautiful position to flank. These books actually provide a source of cover, which is fantastic. We'll hit the guy setting up his overwatch right here. I would like to be able to whittle these down. The idea is to just keep chipping away while we are gaining our reinforcements, and then be able to set up some executions once we have the full team together, and then carry a lot of momentum to being able to actually target Kadex. Right now, if we start spending turns against Kadex, I feel like that's a distraction. We need to hit the underlings first. Now, which ones? Do we prioritize the heavies or the weak links? I'm going to go for the weak links. Chipping a little damage right here. Take the reload and then Aegeus shield. Go up, shield. Okay. Our enemies advance, but they're not able to reach our position. Weakened is, it's okay. Our armor is impenetrable. What I have found is that you can really mess with the enemies by using verticality in the maps. They don't respond well to that. If you're fighting on the same level, then they play pretty aggressive and make decent options. But if you start messing with like being on different floors, especially if you're higher than them, the AI breaks down. Ooh, blinded. And now he's going to teleport Vakir. He's going to keep on sucking her in,
Why do you fail so, Carver? Your codex is dust. You can restrain the bloom no longer.
Wait.
Liar.
Is the codex
You
actually
remain here
destroyed?
because your master fears what I might yet do to stop you.
If they actually destroy the codex, our campaign might be at an end. We got a second apothecary. Okay. But we're still getting another reinforcement, or so it says. So, we are going to have more than the max team. Amazing. Where do we want to deploy this apothecary? Having double apothecary, not my first choice of team composition, but we can make it work. It means that we have so much support. And a truly insane amount of support. Nobody's going to get even close to injured here. Not on our watch. I'll put the damage over here. Now I believe... we get the supporting fire. Fantastic. I believe all these enemies are classed as organic, which means, yeah, the apothecaries are uniquely suited to be able to do bonus damage against them. On the one hand, that means we don't get the extra action points for executions. On the other hand, it still whittles down the pool of enemy units. It's all good things. I think that they have set themselves up beautifully by pulling her in. We will choose to try and craze all of these enemies. We still hit Kadex. We missed the one other heavy, but that's fine. That is fine. Now, she's able to run up here for 1 AP, which means we get a free shot. Basically is how I see it. We'll break up this armor, stack up the stun. That means he'll either be faster to kill or faster to execute. Climb the books. Unfortunately, as you climb, you destroy the cover, so she doesn't have cover up there, but she gave herself some distance. This Justicar feels like he's in a bad place right now. I want to close to be able to start dealing damage. You are blinded and weakened, so you're just out of commission, for lack of a better word. We want to put up the shield because you're drawing their attention. And then you could still, with 12 armor, I think you can still wade in and start making some attacks, even at reduced damage. You can get some crits. Weaken doesn't prevent your crit chance. Be able to debilitate them a little bit. It all adds up. On this front, we have the Interceptor. Interceptor takes a reload to be able to queue up more supporting fire. Then I mean, it's very effective to be able to use supporting fire as we line up into Kadex. Let's start putting some damage on him. We've got 101 health to cut through. The supporting fire will stack on. And supporting fire is not reduced by his cloud of flies that otherwise reduces all range damage. He creates all his mirror images, which is exactly the same as the first time we saw him. They're all watching me, but odds are one of them is really close, actually. That's kind of scary. We could come up here to be able to test the theory and get some bonus damage, but I want to start thinning the enemy herd. Cull the herd. Cut off the weak ones. Nurgle must appreciate this. We are finding his strongest minions through the testing of battle. Let's actually draw nearer the beast. We get a little bit of cover here from the terrain, and we can Aegeus shield. In case that's the real one and he tries to snack us. Was it? Is that the real one? I can't. I see all the other clones have disappeared. He very well might be in that exact corner. The crazed enemies are starting to do work for us. They're all ganging up on this guy in the corner. And the Justicar's armor holds strong. Have faith in your armor. You are a fortress. They did actually get through it. Oh, thank goodness. Yeah, when he was running up, I was like, ooh, this Justicar's really in trouble, but he was one of the crazed ones. Kadex jumps around a little bit. Who are you going to target? Oh, he was crazed. Yes.
Do not let these silver serfs delay you. Bring me the Inquisitor.
Commander, I have calmed the Edict's spasms. Death Guard teleportation will be blocked in 37 seconds.
This report is good. Reinforcements are maxed. So they're not going to let us play with that many different units. Actually, the UI does not hold them all. But we have 2 Justicars, 2 Apothecaries, and then 1 Interceptor. Honestly, it's an excellent team. I'm not going to complain. We can throw this Justicar right up here. Lend some supportive fire. Be able to drop this guy. Not sure if the other one is going to be able to score this for an execution. He can execute if he crits. He can execute if he crits. But what is this whole defending deal? What do? Plague Shield. Set a zone over Area 5. Gain +5 armor. Strike an enemy acting in this zone. Ends turn. Pinned 100% 1 turn. So you get to make the equivalent of your melee strike at this range 5? It doesn't feel fair. He's gonna come up. He gets to walk over here and punch me in the face. That's what it is. I have not seen that happen. And now I'm pinned. I've never seen him walk around like that. Incredible. Well, I was going to finish him off, but now that you are in my face, I feel like I should armor up. Now we know. The Inquisitor is in a good spot, though, to be able to lend a hand.
As instructed.
Alright, she comes up, squeezes a shot off, gets the kill. That gives her willpower, which is very nice for being able to continue her crazed shenanigans. I'm not able to get... Wait. Yes! So, casting the bubble on the higher floor is much more effective. We're able to target all 3 of them.
I bewitch you, demon.
And we
Rise
hit
in
on all
frenzy.
3 of them. Incredible. Now for Kadex. Apothecary? Test his strength. Crit? No. That's fine. He creates his mirrored images. Let's see. Which ones do we want to test? Where are we feeling lucky? I would love it if it's this one.
Unleash me.
And because of that fact, I'm going to go over and... Well, you should start out with just making a range attack, right?
Unleash me.
We'll take this apothecary and put a shot into him. Oh, never mind. I'm going to reload instead. Now I'll put a shot into him. Nah, wrong one. Next, I would kind of like it if it was this one. So we'll move the apothecary to the stairs. Right along the banister, gives us half cover. Make the attack. Again, wrong one. But does that give me... That gives willpower for defeating the mirrored images. Well, we can be a lot freer with our psionic abilities then. I didn't realize that it gave... it's too far to gather the seeds. I didn't realize that it gave back willpower. We'll do a heal over here. We have an excessive number of servo skulls with the double apothecary. And honestly, let's move the apothecary down to the killing floor. He gets good cover there anyway. Now, a lot of the battlefield is happening on this side. Why are there still 3 of them? I already destroyed 2. I thought he only spawned 3 total. He has improved his skills. He is stronger than ever before. If I don't want to drop in like right on them, but they are crazed as well. Let's swing wide. We get cover over here. We're alongside another apothecary. Make your attack run. Feel them out. It's not going to do any damage. Why, are you blinded? Nope. You just don't do any damage with this shot. Why not? Stormbolter, long range, cloud of flies, total is a miss. Okay. If I Psybolt, I do 1 damage. And I found the real one. I kind of wanted that to be one of the fakes. Yeah. This was a bit of a waste.
Shield activated.
They hit so hard. I had 12 armor. I'm cut down to 2. The crazed enemy's doing more than our own, honestly. And look at that. When he gets attacked by his allies, he does not create the mirror image. He just has to take it. Very interesting. Blinded. Teleported. Thankfully, he didn't drop me into the zone that his friend was defending. That could have been even worse.
Welcome, Carver. Plague Monger, withdraw.
What is the plague?
Monger, withdraw our forces.
Void shields fully restored, Commander.
Yes, you are trapped, Kadex. You have overplayed your hand.
Standing ready.
There is no escape for you. This Justicar is just locked toe-to-toe, so we'll make these attacks. 1, 2. Just keep on bashing him with this staff over and over. Well, not over and over, because I do want this shield up to survive his counterattack. So we make 2 attacks, we shield up. It's a slow fight. The 2 Juggernauts, not the most interesting or engaging gameplay. This Justicar, on the other hand, can come on up. Do we have any rounds chambered for supporting fire? We do. Thankfully, supporting fire, not reduced by being blinded, shockingly. With the enemy directing my bullets, I am able to counter with my full force. Pretty good. Now he's got 7 health. We could just drop down and smack him. I say we go for that. We've got... Our swords are excellent for crits. We don't have a lot of armor over here, though. And this Justicar, he's probably wearing just the base level Terminator armor, because as I said, I always de-equip my units. So let's just use the Interceptor. You can get the kill.
Slaughtered.
Alright. Armor up.
The Aegis shields us.
Let them come to us. Up here, because you're up high, I'll go ahead and make an attack. You're kind of out of range. Not a lot of good options. Especially because he does not have Honor of the Chapter. The other Justicar does. This one I specialized into Fortress, and then didn't end up always liking that line of play, so I've not used him nearly as much. If, however, I like dropping him right here. He's still elevated above the rest of the ground, so no one can make a melee attack against him. And he's close enough to be able to fire into this corner. Let's send the Apothecary in, because this is still an organic enemy. Yes. And my weapon does... It does a lot of bonus damage against organics. I thought, there it is, +4 damage against organic enemies. This first attack will only be on his armor, but all subsequent ones will do much better. Oh, and we get the stun. Okay, so I can go +1 stun, gather the seeds, but I could also just disable his melee weapon, which, for a protracted combat, seems to be much better for me. Then this Apothecary is also able to move up and help out. We get a little bit of cover right here. And we could alternatively get a lot closer for about the same amount of cover. Wow, for 2 AP, we can really move it. Let's get on up here. Provide the support. I believe we have the Inquisitor still to play. Having all these extra units makes these rounds take a lot longer, but it's very fun to be able to feel like we have the advantage. They have chosen to fight us on our own turf, and they have overplayed their hand. Let's get the armor shred over here.
Must reload.
Take the reload. And I think that is the end of our units. Where's Ektar? I want Ektar to be able to arrive before the fun is finished. His enemy is severely disabled without his axe arm. He just has to retreat, get hit with an attack of opportunity, and then try and make a range attack. Kadex is getting desperate. Blinding my knights will not serve you. He saw that Apothecary was going to destroy his champion. Okay. We can line up another shot right here. This will actually be our first execution. Fantastic. Take another shot. Stuns him. Now that the Inquisitor has stunned her prey, she even destroyed the little bit of cover that he had. She's not even protecting her own Libris. Go for the execution. Execute. We disregard the seed and we bash him with the staff. Incredible. They actually have dialogue exchanges between Vakir and Kadex. That's amazing. We were able to get our action points back, which means that we can go straight in against this enemy. I'm not sure I'm going to be able to score him for an execution as well.
What is it?
But we can certainly try. We'll run Vakir up. She still has another round chambered. 11 health remain. I think this one is just a kill. Ah, well, I can stun.
Another foul seed claimed.
Maybe it can actually be an execution. I could run here with the Interceptor and be able to make 2 attacks, which would score an execution. It's going a little bit out of my way, but here's the thing. I have such a large squad that I get 6 action points for every execution. The efficiency there is just crazy. So I want to move up. I honestly don't want to do damage. I just want the stun counter. There you go. Line it up. Take the shot. So we're investing 4 action points to get 6. That still has us coming out ahead. First of all, this is 2. Tacticking everything out. We reload now. Then, oh no. It's all wasted because this guy with the shield ignores autos from the enemy. So the suppressing fire or the supporting fire would not do anything against him. We come up right here. We get, I don't know, cut his head off. Cut his head off and then cut him in half. That's the way the execution works. Great camera placement right there on our Justicar's ass. And then we'll move this one up to be able to engage this champ. To leave Kadex isolated before we destroy him. He can watch his death shot fail. Come on, give me a crit. Any day. You only have 5% crit. Yeah. One more? No, armor up. Okay. Do we have any love left for Kadex? I feel like we should hit him here. This Justicar is able to play Honor to the Chapter onto the Apothecary. The Apothecary would then have the action points to be able to run up and stab Kadex. We stab Kadex. I would also have loved to drop that statue on his head, but we'll save that for a future adventure. He runs away like the coward he is. The craven plague bringer of Nurgle. Or so we call him. Now he's taken positions that are, unfortunately for him, within my reach. That's your first mistake, Kadex. And you know, I totally forgot that I had the extra apothecary that got teleported into this corner. So I was taking actions like I was at the end of the turn with everybody else, but we'll still be able to poke him a little bit here. See, here's the thing. If it's just a ghost, you get a willpower, which makes me feel much better about targeting them. I'm at full willpower, but you know, just thin the herd. Be able to make better plans for next turn. Or if it's the real one, you get a little bit of bonus damage in. This position, hopefully he jumps a little closer to me. But let's light him up. Cybolt for the most damage. We would love to be able to crit and disable the Cloud of Flies so that our ranged attacks can be at full damage. He moves around so much, you need the flexibility to get the ranged attacks rather than just relying on melee. But who has Hammer Hand? I think my Interceptor has Hammer Hand to be able to guarantee the crit. Cursed. Oh dear.
Back, fiend. You won't be long for this world.
I have only lifted a veil from their eyes, my dear. Allow me to lift it from yours.
Cursed Bond, Affliction. I suffer 5 damage when Kadex is dealt damage. That's horrific. Are we able to purify it? Is the important thing. And am I able to place my fingers on the correct mouse keys?
What is your will?
I have so many apothecaries. Where's somebody who can help me? If you come up to here, hang on. Heal. The range is not. It's not great. Okay, we might have to spend 2 movement points here. We run across. I want to see if I can purify the curse. I'm not sure if it's possible. But if it is, then we're home free. Purified. He doesn't have any of those green tendrils swirling around him. Ah, it can be purified. Kadex, your sorcery means nothing to me, demon. Now, as I said, Hammer Hand can make short work of this guy. We're going to go right in for the crit. What do we want to disable? Cursed Bond forever. Empowered Leap. Disable Cloud of Flies. That's what I said. We're going to pile on the damage. He doesn't always choose to spend his action creating the bond. I feel like that's his best attack. I also love this. There's like the burning chains down on the ground that were holding the Codex Toxicus in place.
Yes, Commander.
A lot of enemies. Time to start checking who's a decoy. We come down here with the Inquisitor. Fire on this one in the corner. He creates so many decoys.
Opening fire.
We found him right off the gate.
Out of rounds.
Okay. Reload. Reload and pile on. This is where we start to bring the pain. Honor the chapter to the Interceptor. Warp charge it. Plus 3 AP, add 1 willpower. I'm going to give him so many actions.
Your command.
You're sitting with 4 actions already. Teleport into place, my friend. Now just lay into him. I should have purified first. Are we weakened? Yes. Well, once the weekend wears off. So what has he got? He has a new panicked crisis ability. Summons 6 teleporter beacons. Reinforcements arrive at the end of the enemy turn. Am I able to no. You do not get to purge the beacons. So he has still found a way into the ship, or at least he can call enemies to himself.
I strike true.
Yikes. Well, knights, prepare to disperse the incoming guests. This Justicar is still just locked in combat. He'll make all of his attacks. Yeah, the 5% crit comes through at the very end. I think that's his last attack though, so I have to bring somebody else up to gain the execution. Yes, I do. Great. The apothecary can't make it. This Justicar can't make it either. Incredible. We can't use our stratagems to be able to give him more action points either, so that was a fully wasted knockout. That's fine. We will move this Justicar up here. I like being close to the enemies as they spawn in. This Interceptor, make your next attack. We got it down to 47. And then the Apothecary started moving towards these others. Oh, it looks like I could have purified some of them. Can I reach any? Not really. Nobody was in range? Is this what you are telling me? That's the going story? Alright. I feel like I got hit with just a nasty turn there. Alright, here come all the enemies. Do they get full reinforcements out of all of these? Hobbled. Still trying to mess with Vakir every chance he gets.
Commander, we have exterminated the rest of the borders, but this demon prince still taunts us.
Indeed, because you have not joined. I need you, Ekta. Oh, I still get another round. Okay. I can close the Legion gate. Maybe this is not so bad. We come on up, and it's purged. So that's 1 down. Close the Legion gate, 2 AP. Also, sounds great. I'm expecting that they actually get a number of reinforcements rather than just an individual from everyone. Vakir. What's good, Vakir? I would like somebody just to poke him.
Unleash me.
I don't want to spend too many actions on it though. We'll put 5 damage over here. Have him spawn his different shadows. I crazed him. This guy is so vulnerable to the status effects. But this way we have the little clones, which are willpower point pinatas.
Need more rounds.
You got to think about things in a positive
busy.
way. Sure, it's a demon prince that will waste your action point, but it's also a willpower pinata. So we come up here, take the shot, and we found the real one. All right. I was actually hoping for the willpower. Having so many knights to manage just makes me feel like my turns are very slow. We'll move up here. We'll get that Legion out of here. We'll get this one out of here. Okay, we're down to just 2 gates remaining, and these 2 locked in their never-ending battle because I misplayed so poorly on scoring the execution. I guess I wasn't actually expecting the stun is what happened. But as soon as you don't expect it, it happens. Now I've got this Justicar and 2 AP. With the 2 AP,
Unleash me.
well, I also have the Interceptor.
My blade is
Yeah, these 2
yours.
units. The Interceptor would be able to... You are now no longer... You're hobbled now. Okay. But you can teleport, correct? And with the teleport, you can get up and just start smacking Kadex. Let's bring the pain to Kadex with the Interceptor. I was like, I'll stun him. No, you can't stun him. And let's use Hammer Hand.
Emperor, guide my hand.
I can break Cursed Bond, Empowered Leap. Malignant teleportation. Here's the thing, because he's still able to jump around the first time you hit him, I don't think disabling Empowered Leap is that good for us. Disabling Cursed Bond does seem quite good.
You will be mine.
Why, Carver, I didn't know you cared so much.
Make the extra attack. Justicar. Which one do you close? You close the closer. Yes.
Pathetic.
He's too off in the corner. At least he's not able to throw us all the way off the map. If he was an intelligent demon, that would be his play. But choose how pathetic you really are. How they just keep on spawning out of it until you close it. Why hasn't this mechanic been in the game before? That's interesting. I feel like they could have brought that into a lot of missions. Here we go. Let's play for the 2-stun. And then we have to spend our other action improving our armor. And the battle between the two of them just continues. Gripping stuff,
Yes,
guys.
Commander.
Your orders?
Now here, let's drop down. Yeah. Drop down with the interceptor. Do you have... You have no ammo. The Justicar... the Justicar with Honor the Chapter, where is he? He's all the way up here. He does have enough to be able to use it.
Your command.
So we reload.
I have sanctified my rounds.
Then I can come up and make this attack. That will get Kadex away from the area. Then I can do Honor the Chapter to be able to close the gate. And I'll see about squaring up with this other guy. Okay. Give me Honor the Chapter. Not empowered. We're fine with just the 2 action points.
What is your will?
Make the attack. That does bring us into base-to-base contact. So now we're stuck in it. This apothecary can move up to the stairs, then send healing to the interceptor, and then still make an attack against one of the Kadex clones. Cross our fingers it's the real one, because then the Inquisitor is in an excellent position to pile on some damage. Nope. Just willpower for us. One more action point here. I could get closer to be able to support. I like that idea. We'll run on up. Now, Interceptor. I think you need to just shield. The enemy is focused on ranged. I don't think his melee is going to be too punishing. Famous last words. We can attack right here to drop the statue. Ranged attack. Yeah, hitting. It's not giving me the info on the statue.
For the Emperor!
We'll drop that. You didn't hit the statue. Okay. Anyway.
Alright.
We can then cross up here. Make this attack.
Yes.
Is this the last of the clones? No, it's another one. We hit all of the clones and not the real one. But this means this Justicar would actually be able to smack him. With a hammer hand, no less. Let's go. We'll break down all your abilities, Kadex. Piece by piece, you will be dismantled. Empowered Leap is gone. You have to walk around like the rest of us. Aw, his little propeller's off. Alright, place your bets in the comments. Is this battle between the Justicar and the champion gonna end first, or is Kadex gonna die? My money is actually on Kadex going out first. Attack of opportunity. That's not looking good for Team Kadex. You've got 5 health remaining. Was I weakened? I was hobbled, not weakened. You should have weakened me, demon. I could alternatively drop the statue on his head. Statue, 6 damage. Melee attack, 5 damage. Potato, potato. One more hit will seal the deal. We just have to figure out which one is real. If we crit, I can kill the champ. No crit. Alright, armor up. That's his play every single time. Now, I'll drop the statue on his head. If it's the real one, he's just gone. No, it was not the real one. How about this one? They're all in this corner. Is there one away from all the rest? This one. Are there any others? I should have verified exactly how many clones he creates. Okay. So this guy, this is the real ballsy move, right? He moved over, he set all of the rest of his clones in one side and one in the middle of my knights. But I think he's desperate. This is it. Yes! Is this Ektar's vision? Is he coming in?
Puppets of the corpse, Emperor! You dare imprison me? Your precious Codex is burned. The bloom will thrive!
We have him, this Warden of the Bloom.
Throne of the Emperor, slay this creature!
We cannot! Without the Codex, the remaining Reapers will continue to spread their strains unimpeded. He is our only link to the Bloom.
Report. The enemy vessel is disengaging.
What? Those cowards.
It flees into the Sea of Souls.
Destroy it before...
Okay, so we have the captured demon. His ship and crew got away. What kind of spoils do we receive? Do we roll right into another cutscene?
Can the Codex Toxicus be recovered, Inquisitor?
No. No, its precious wraithbone is shattered. I trusted it would be safe in the heart of a ship crewed by the Emperor's most elite demon hunters.
The Emperor judges us all. This stillborn venture was your plan.
Delightful, isn't it, Carver? He not only questions your methods, but your authority as well.
Silence, demon filth. Your time is at an end.
Not yet.
What? Why? This abomination serves the plague god. He must be exterminated immediately.
This demon prince knew enough to locate and destroy the Codex. I must extract what else he knows.
You made this mistake on the craft world, blindly chasing mysteries.
And what would you have us do, Ektar? Without the Codex, we will flounder in darkness while those last 2 strains spread beyond our control.
What indeed? What indeed?
Commander, hear me. The bloom spreads beyond our capability to stop it. I am out of ideas and we are out of time. My one hope is that this demon knows something we can use. If I fail in the task, do what you will with me.
If you falter for a moment, I will have no other choice.
He fears you, Carver. He is not my executioner, but he will be yours.
I fear this demon may be right and that Vakirs will fall to the corruption. We have an update with the Grandmaster in 2 days. Alright. There he is, off in the background. With the Codex destroyed, we can no longer research these additional locations. But here we have the research opportunity, the domination of Kadex. Kadex is my prisoner, and his mind is mine for the taking. Without the Codex Toxicus, he is our only and possible lead against the Bloom. I urge you to begin the rites of domination at once. And begin the rites we will, but in the next episode. If you enjoyed the video, then leave a like. If you want to be notified as soon as the continued adventures of the campaign pop up, then subscribe to the channel. Until next time, thank you guys for watching, and have a good one.